Good morning. Welcome to the Board of Commissioners meeting September 3rd, 2025. Prior to officially starting a meeting, we always ask local clergy to come and lead us in prayer. This morning, Pastor Michael Brandenburg was supposed to be here from Greenbush Baptist Church. I know Michael has been filling in for a pastor in Florida, so I know he's been coming back and forth. We hadn't heard of him, so I will stand in for him this morning. If you are so moved to pray before this meeting, please continue to stand and bow your heads. Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day, a day that the Lord has made. We ask that your presence be here during this meeting, that the wisdom of Solomon would be within this room, that those who are called on today to make decisions for Clermont County would do so with great vigor and authority. Lord, we ask you be with those who are in the uniforms of the United States of America today, that watch over us domestically and abroad. We ask you be with the Sheriff's Department, all of those in law enforcement, our first responders, and our firefighters as they go out away from their families to ensure our safety on a daily basis. Lord, we ask you be with those who are ill and afflicted and unable to be at this meeting today. We ask your healing hand be laid upon them. And we ask you bless all those who are in attendance today, our staff, and all of those employees of Clermont County. We ask in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
And now, Commissioner Corcoran, if you'd lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So glad to have you today. We always like to hear from some of our employees and those folks who are around the county. So we will move on. Our first order of business is the approval of regular session minutes of 8/27/2025. Board, you've had these minutes early, had an opportunity to review them. Are there any revisions or changes that need to be made?
None.
Hearing none, I'd ask for a motion for approval.
I'll make the motion to approve.
I will second.
It's been moved and it's been second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes, we will move up new employee introductions to this particular slot. I understand Chris Rowland is here from our Water Resources Department to introduce a new employee. Chris?
Good morning, Commissioners. I'm happy to present Jessica Hudson. She's new in our administrative support specialist in the customer service department, formerly from Hamilton County, where she worked in the criminal, the civil, and domestic departments for 25 years. She's currently living in Hamilton County, but looking to relocate out here. And then she enjoys their fundraising activities and participating in those. So we're lucky to have her here. The background knowledge of how the county system works. So.
Jessica, thanks for coming to Clermont County.
Welcome.
You bet. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
And since we only have one new employee, right? Let's take a picture.
That was a long time. You want to call you?
Right here. You go in 3, 2, 1. And one more. 3, 2.
That one.
All right.
Today we have some certificates of recognition and some proclamations. So we will get these started. I think we have 4 today. The first one is the Certificate of Recognition for Disabled American Veterans, DAV Chapter 63. And I understand that Joe Reddick and James Stanzak Sr., Commander of Chapter 63, are going to accept this certificate. You want to come on up?
Why don't we move back there? Huh? Yeah,
He's very determined.
that's cool.
How are you, sir?
I need one of those. Me too.
Certificate of Recognition for Disabled American Veterans, DAV 63. In grateful remembrance for the 2025 National POW MIA recognition, we express our deepest gratitude for your commitment to preserving the legacy of profound sacrifice, unwavering courage, and enduring dedication of American prisoners of war and those missing in action. Your steadfast efforts ensure that prisoners of war and those missing in action and that these heroes are always forever remembered. You are not forgotten. And it's signed by the Clermont County Board of Commissioners, David Painter, President, Bonnie Batchelor, Vice President, and Claire Corcoran, member of our board. Thank you so much for all that you do for those who are missing in action and who are veterans of this great nation. Thank you. And you have a few words to say.
Yes, Stand.
You bet.
All right.
Gotcha.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
My name is Jim Stanzak. I'm the commander of Chapter 63 of our Clermont County chapter of the DAV. Excuse me. First of all, I want to say thank you very much for this award. It'll be displayed prominently, and we certainly appreciate it. Chapter 63, in my opinion, I guess I'm a little biased, but we do more for veterans than almost anybody else. We 100% of the money that we get, 100% goes back to the veterans. We don't take trips to Europe or anything like that. It all goes back. We also have a storage unit of equipment, beds, wheelchairs, automatic wheelchairs, things of that nature. If you know of anyone who is in need of a piece of equipment, please don't hesitate to contact me or my adjutant, John Plavensock, and we'll be sure to get them the materials that they need. Last year, to give you an idea, we submitted to the state overall, all the chapters and us submitted 85 new laws to be considered by Congress that affect veterans. Of those 85, 80 were done by Chapter 63
Nice.
of the whole state. So we make friends in high places so that it gets to Congress and voted on, and hopefully enacted, because our efforts are totally for veterans and their families. Joe?
I'm behind you.
All right. I'd like to introduce Joe Ritter. He's a Korean, he's commander of the Korean War Chapter 121 in Cincinnati.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
No problem.
Let's move back a little. Okay. As Jim says, I'm Joe Reddick. I'm the president of the Korean War Vets Chapter 121. Theoretically, we're Greater Cincinnati with our charter, but our area we cover is mainly all South Ohio, because we're the only chapter south of Columbus. We are a very active chapter. We work very closely with the DAV, because you think of the age of our people, and they were in the Korean War, they're DAV members as well. Anybody that served honorably in Korea, because Korea has never had a peace treaty signed. We're technically at war. So anybody that serves in Korea is more than welcome to join our organization. And once again, we're the fastest growing organization of the Korean War vets in the state of Ohio. It's an honor here to address the members of the Board of County Commissioners on the advent of National POW MIA Recognition Day, September 19, 2025. I'm going to cover 3 points. First, there are over 7,000 Korean War vets who are still classified as MIA POW. We went them home for closure for their families. The Recognition Day is important because we still recognize the forgotten warriors of a forgotten war. When the troops came home from Korea, we had the same problem with Vietnam. People asked, where you been? Haven't seen you for a year. Most people didn't know where Korea was. They read about it. I can remember talking to one lady. She lived in New York City. Her husband was captured. He was a pilot shot down. She would find information on the 3rd page of the New York Times talking about the war. So this is how it was. And there wasn't a welcome home thing at that time, just like for Vietnam. Second, we have collaborated with the DAV, Chapter 63, in recognizing our Korean War vets in Ohio Veterans Home in July at the observance of the truce signing in 1953. And once again, this truce signing was a ceasefire. The crazy guy's still up north there, in case you want to know. Now, the previous year, we recognized them on June of 2024 during a ceremony held in Batavia, observing the start of the Korean War. Right over here, we did that. You should be proud, Clermont County people. You support veterans. Every time I'm at VA and see that Clermont County van pull up, getting those disabled vets out of there, be proud. I happen to live in Hamilton County. Until now, they never did any of this stuff. They gave the money back to the general fund rather than supporting the veteran. Third, we are jointly fighting for legislation in Congress to provide all Korean War vets with medical benefits they earned. In 1996, Congress had the Department of Veterans Affairs impose eligibility requirements on honorably discharged veterans. In 1996, eligible requirements for medical service was eliminated for honorably discharged World War I veterans. In 2023, all requirements for medical service were eliminated for honorably discharged World War II veterans. Korean veterans still have eligibility requirements for VA medical services. I don't know how to say this nicely, but our Congress has screwed our veterans for years. You think of Agent Orange. As you guys well know, we had many that died of cancer from Agent Orange, and VA couldn't recognize them because Congress wouldn't let them. Thank God they now do that. Chapter 23 of Clermont County introduced a resolution to the DAV National Convention, and it was adopted on August the 12th, 2025. The resolution was to eliminate all eligibility requirements for Korean War vets to receive their medical benefits they earn. The resolution will be one of the national legislative objective for this session of Congress. Think about it. Our Korean War vets who fought are between 92 and 96 years old, and they haven't had these benefits. So this is the thing that we're all fighting for. Finally, on March 18, 2025, First Lieutenant William L. Hott finally returned home to Holmesville, Ohio. He was a member of the 32nd Infantry Regiment, the 7th Infantry Division, and he died on December 1st, 1950, at the Chosin Reservoir battle. In case you didn't know, the Chosin Reservoir, we might have had 50,000, and about 300,000 Chinese came down. And at minus 40 degrees, our weapons didn't work well. Our mechanical devices, Jeeps, didn't work well. Nothing worked well. His remains were recovered and identified by the efforts of the Defense POWMIA Accounting Agency Office. Lieutenant O's family finally has closure, but there are over 7,000 families of Korean War veterans that lack this closure. This is why it's important for Chapter 121 to be here to remind the public of the importance of the National POW MI Recognition Day. And we thank you for this opportunity. John, are you next? Okay. John is my spokesman. He's my publicity director. He tells me what to do. Okay.
Sir, on chapter 63, we'd like to, you to have these posters of National POWMI Recognition Day, September 19th, and we can display them. If you like.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We will absolutely do that. And so would you honor us with a picture out here with the other commissioners?
Oh, by all means.
You bet.
I'm gonna fall on you again.
Go right out in the middle of the seat.
Sorry. It's okay, honey. Okay.
And you know, you mentioned that all of the
before
funds
age.
that go to DV, that are part of this program, go directly to those that benefit from them. And you know that Clermont County participates in Operation Greenlight every year to bring awareness to the fact that we have a VSO organization that cares. And for those who are looking for their benefits, that is exactly what they're here to do, to make sure that those that serve have access to benefits when they can.
If you see anybody stand on the switch line with a sign saying, need money for food, please tell them to come see us. Because there's no reason we can take care of it.
Thank you.
Don't hide your pretty face now.
It's tough bringing the warriors with you, isn't it?
All right, everyone look here, and we'll go with 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2, 1. Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you.
All right. I'll see you next year.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for sharing.
Jim, we'll go back and hide here.
Smart man. Hmm? Who you got
Here's your
next?
card. Next up, we have a proclamation for Ohio Emergency Preparedness Month, September 3rd, 2025. Pam Hoverclaws, our emergency management agency and our director, will be accepting that proclamation. Pam, thanks for being here today. We're proud of everything you do also. Proclamation, Ohio Emergency Preparedness Month in Clermont County, September 2025. Whereas the safety and security of all residents of Clermont County is the top priority, and the 2025 State of Ohio theme, Prepare Your Home encourages individuals, families, and communities to take proactive steps to ensure that they are ready for the unexpected. And Clermont County is susceptible to a variety of hazards, including severe storms, flooding, tornadoes, winter weather, and public health threats. And whereas identifying local risks is a critical first step in emergency preparedness, enabling individuals, families, and communities to take informed actions to reduce their vulnerability and enhance resilience, and planning ahead for emergencies by creating family communication plans, preparing emergency kits, and understanding excavation routes can significantly reduce the impact of disasters and improve response and recovery efforts. Whereas mitigation efforts such as securing property, improving infrastructure, and reducing environmental risk help lessen the long-term effects of disasters, the building preparedness through education training and the development of safety skills such as first aid, CPR, and emergency response techniques empowers residents to act quickly and effectively in times of crisis. And whereas Emergency Preparedness Month provides an opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of readiness of all types of emergencies, and the Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, in collaboration with local first responders, public health officials, schools, businesses, and community organizations, work diligently to promote preparedness through outreach and community engagement. And now let it therefore be proclaimed that the Clermont County Board of County Commissioners do hereby proclaim September 25th as Ohio Emergency Preparedness Month in Clermont County, in honor and recognition of our citizens and the vital contributions that they make to the safety and well-being of our community. And it's signed by David Painter, President, Bonnie Batchelor, Vice President, and Claire Corcoran, member of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners. Pam, please accept this proclamation on behalf of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners as Emergency Preparedness Month. Just wanted to say your organization does an excellent job in that. Not only have I seen you manage through tornadoes and high winds and other disasters, including flooding in our Ohio River, and no one is ever hurt by those kind of disasters, only very, very seldom when it is something that's totally out of control. You keep a great organization. They're always prepared to do their best. And we thank you for all you do. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Podium is yours.
Great.
So Pam Haverkoss, Clermont County Emergency Management Agency Director. As was mentioned, September is Ohio Preparedness Month as well as National Preparedness Month. And there are a couple of things that we're advocating that the residents and community partners and visitors do over the course of the month. One is understanding your risk. So get informed about the different hazards that could affect us here in Clermont County as well as in our region. Know how you're going to receive those alerts and warnings should we have an event. There's a lot of information on our website, so feel free to reach out. Learn the appropriate response when you do receive those warnings, and make sure that you are talking with your family members about how they would respond so you can understand what to do. Contact your local or your insurance provider to understand what would be covered and not covered. That's one of the recovery facts that people face, is not having a good understanding of what their insurance covers. Plan ahead. Create a family emergency plan, as was discussed previously, so that you know how you're going to reconnect with your family members if you're separated. Be proactive. Take some simple steps today to mitigate the potential risk at your home. On average, for every dollar that we invest in mitigation, we're going to save $13 in response and recovery efforts. And that goes for the individual homeowner as well. And then get prepared. Build an emergency supply kit. Following a disaster, it may take time for the power to be restored or for emergency responders to reach you. So make sure that you have the necessary supplies to be able to eat, or for food, water, and other necessary supplies to last those minimum of about 3-day period of time should the power be out or first responders not be able to reach you. It's inevitable that emergencies will happen, but by taking these simple actions, you can minimize the impacts of a disaster. that it could have on you and your family as well as your community. So again, we thank the commissioners for this recognition. Again, emergency management is a team effort, so we thank all of our public safety officials and for their support in emergency management. For more information, you can go to our website. It's ema.clermontcountyohio.gov/preparedness. And there's all kinds of information. We'll be working with David and OPI to make sure that we submit information throughout the entire month. So each week is a different theme. And so more information will be coming out on each of these themes throughout the month. So we greatly appreciate your time and effort.
Thanks, ma'am. Would you take a picture with us?
Sure.
Here we go. I'm going to get you yet, Tom. Yes, it is. It's good. You're getting your steps in.
Uh-huh.
You're getting your steps in.
Right here, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2, 1.
Did it. Ready? No? Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thanks, Pam.
Thank you.
Getting our exercise.
Come on up, Marcy. We have Marcy Keith with us this morning. Another very, very important part of this month. And this is Marcy Keith. She is from our community in mental health. Today, we are giving a proclamation for Suicide Prevention Week in Clermont County, which is going to be from September 7th to September the 13th, 2025. This is the week of September 7th, 13th, 2025 is National Suicide Prevention Week, a time when individuals, organizations, and communities across the country unite to amplify the message that suicide can be prevented. The theme this year is Creating Hope Through Action, with the aim of raising awareness about how taking action to prevent suicide can create hope and save lives. Research shows that people who are less likely to attempt suicide or to die by suicide in communities that support, care for them, and affirm that they are their members. To make change happen, we will need to take action and shift our culture from silence and the stigma to encouragement, understanding, and support. And Clermont County residents can access high-quality prevention and treatment services that lead to recovery and healthy lifestyles. Help is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through the Clermont and Brown County Crisis Hotline at 513-528-SAVE, S-A-V-E, and or our national hotline at 988. And the Clermont County Mental Health and Recovery Board, as the lead agency for the Clermont County Suicide Prevention Coalition and main funder of the Clermont County and Brown County Crisis Hotline, continues its efforts to increase awareness of the myths that face surrounding suicide and the resources that are available to assist the individuals dealing with depression and other mental challenges to help prevent suicide. And whereas striving to reduce suicides, Clermont County's strategic plan for suicide prevention urges all Clermont County residents to play a role in suicide prevention and promoting health and wellness. And the benefits of preventing and overcoming mental health challenges, suicide attempts, and loss are significant, and they are valuable to individuals, to families, and our community at large. And by declaring suicide prevention as a county-wide priority, we urge all of our citizens to recognize suicide as a nation, as a state, and public health concern. By collaborating in this endeavor, we can save lives and change the narrative on suicide. Now, therefore, it is proclaimed that we, the Board of the Clermont County Commissioners, do hereby declare September 7th through September 13th, 2025, as Suicide Prevention Week. And the proclamation is signed by David L. Painter, President, Bonnie Batchelor, Vice President, and myself, Claire Corcoran, a member of the board. And today we have Marcy Keith with us today. And would you please accept this proclamation from the board?
Thank you very much.
Thank you. The podium is yours.
So I'm Marcy Keith. I am the Community Engagement Manager with Clermont County Mental Health and Recovery Board, but I also lead the Suicide Prevention Coalition. I want to first start off by thanking the commissioners. Commissioner Corcoran and Commissioner Painter are active participants in our coalition. So they know that suicide it affects a community as a whole, and it's lovely to have the strength of our local government going behind it and backing initiatives. Then when we target certain trends or things that we see within our community, it's so nice to have leadership that recognizes it and wants to be innovative and corrective of the support and education that goes around preventing suicide. I'm going to talk about some happy things. As she said, September 7th through 13th is coming up. So we have, for the 24 years now, we will be hosting a candlelight vigil at Sycamore Park, where we recognize survivors of suicide. We recognize those families. We let them mourn and grieve, and we support them in their loss, because the loss by suicide is different than any other loss. Because, as Commissioner Corcoran said, suicide is preventable. It's not a car wreck. It's not cancer. It is something that a phone call, a caring, loving person, if somebody would have perhaps had knowledge or seen signs, and families have to carry that with them. So allowing them a space to connect with other families that understand that specific loss is very important to us, because that's the first step in prevention, is recognizing that there's a problem and bringing those people with lived experience on board to be able to support suicide prevention from a space of experience. The second thing coming up is September 13th. We are having a Revving Up for Mental Health event. We know nationwide, as well as in Clermont County, the main population that is the most successful being the wrong word, the population that dies most by suicide is middle-aged men. It's due predominantly to the method, lethal means typically, and that has been the trend across Clermont County for a number of years, as well as nationally. So the Revving Up Mental Health event, we're having bikes, jeeps, cars, trucks. We are trying to reach out to interests of middle-aged men that are in that population group and raise awareness around mental health and suicide prevention by providing resources. The VA will be there. We've seen a significant incline in veteran suicides throughout our county, which is scary, because only 8% of Clermont County has a veteran population, and 16% of our suicides over the last 10 years have been veterans. So we're working diligently to recognize those individuals when they enter into ED or when they access our crisis line, which we are one of the luckiest counties to have a 24/7 crisis line prior to 988. Right. And we have amazing staff, which are also part of the coalition, that calculate and share those demographics and those numbers with us. So as a coalition, we look at them and we try to be strategic and data driven, that make sure that we take dollars that are dedicated to suicide prevention and focus on these trends that we're seeing. One of the things that I'm going to say is on the horizon is looking at AI and chatbots. There was a youth that committed suicide because AI and chatbot were giving them initiatives to do so. So that'll be on the agenda coming up for the next Suicide Coalition meeting. And how can we target that, educate parents, warn parents, let them know signs and symptoms. So thanks to the board and this initiative and amazing community collaborations, we can be innovative, we can be strong, we can try and do what we continue to do. For the first time in 5 years, we went from 31 over 4 years, 31 suicides in Clermont County. 2024, we had 25. It was amazing. It was through initiatives like our park initiatives. Clermont County was the first state to have 988 press 1 for our veterans, and our crisis line available in all of our state parks and county parks. And that was an initiative put forth by the board, put forth by the coalition, when we saw that there was a trend in individuals finding isolated areas. And now there's other counties that want to do the same. And our county is working to have those crisis signs available in parking lots, because you can never have too much outreach in order to fix a problem. We have to let people know that talking is the first step, and we are there to listen, because Clermont County has the crisis line. 988 is routed to our crisis line, and 20 minutes of conversation can change a person's perspective. Lethal means is a big one. We give out gun locks. We're not saying don't have the weapon, keep it safe. Impulsivity in use is the number one reason that youth commit suicide. And if they have access to a weapon, they will use it. So keep it safe. So these are all the initiatives. These are the things that county dollars go to support impacts that we're making. And I can't be, like I said, more thankful that we have the strength of leadership of our government to support us in that. Every month they're at a meeting, and every month one of the commissioners reads the proclamation at the candlelight vigil and shows that their support for those who have lost loved ones to suicide. So thank you.
Very nice work. Thank you. Are we doing a picture?
Yes. Go ahead.
Here we go.
I do that.
Right here, we'll go 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2, 1.
See you, Marcy.
Oh, we have another one. It's also National Recovery Month.
That's fine.
You get to do too.
I do.
Marcy, you might as well come on up. You're the popular person today. Okay, so we also have a proclamation for National Recovery Month in Clermont County. And this reads, whereas recovery from substance use disorders and management of mental health issues, including co-occurring disorders, is an essential part of health and one's overall wellness and treatment, and recovery services for mental health and substance use disorders and co-occurring disorders are effective. And people can recover and do recover in Clermont County and throughout the nation. And whereas we must encourage relatives and friends of people with mental health and substance use disorders and co-occurring disorders to implement preventative measures, recognize the signs of a problem, and encourage those in need of help to seek appropriate treatment and recovery support services. And whereas help can be assessed 24/7 through the Clermont Brown County Crisis Hotline at 513-528-7283 or 988, the signs you were talking of, and to help more people experience, achieve, and sustain recovery. The Clermont County Mental Health and Recovery Board, together with the Board of County Commissioners, we invite all residents of Clermont County to participate in National Recovery Month. So now, therefore, it be proclaimed that we, the Board of Clermont County Commissioners, do hereby declare September 2025 as National Recovery Month. And we're glad you're here to accept this. It's signed by Commissioner David Painter, President, myself, Bonnie Batchelor, Vice President, and Claire Corcoran, member of the Clermont County Board of Commissioners. And thank you for all that you do, and the signs in the parks are beautiful.
Thank you.
It's picture time again.
Marcy, a few words.
You want to say
I will just say thank you, Commissioner.
thank you?
So it is National Recovery Month. This is actually the first proclamation that we've done for National Recovery Month. And I'll start off with some great stats too. Clermont County has made significant decreases in our overdose rates. 5 years ago, we were in the 70s, and we were in the 20s in 2024. That is through, again, amazing leadership and support. Commissioner Painter is at our CARP, which is the Clermont Addiction and Recovery Partnership meeting, almost every month, supporting treatment, recovery, harm reduction. And again, we couldn't do the things we do without the support of leadership in our community and the collaboration of our community. Law enforcement attends, all of our providers attend, and the board has made extensive investment and growth into treatment and recovery housing throughout Clermont County. We've seen probably about a 38% growth in recovery housing available to residents of Clermont County, thanks to community levy dollars that have been able to support successful recovery, reunification of families, drug court, where people go through programming because recovery is possible. People can lead successful lives, be part of the workforce. We work with the Chamber on workforce initiative for individuals in recovery to maintain employment and how to support individuals with employment. So, I mean, the things that happen throughout Clermont County, from prevention to intervention to harm reduction, is amazing. And we couldn't do it without the collaboration of multitude of agencies. Pam, I see Dottie here, working well just from top to bottom in impacting individuals within our community and giving hope. And that's what it's about, whether it's suicide prevention, whether it's recovery, whether it's treatment, it's about hope. And when people maintain hope, they're more likely to have a long-term healthy trajectory of life. So community is the number one thing that people identify is either lacking or what they need in order to feel successful and completed. And our community strives to be the best to do that through supporting things like the Mental Health and Recovery Board, through supporting initiatives, supporting, dollars to support things that have stigma attached to them. And we're doing a great job because of leadership to reduce stigma and let people know that it's not just about substance use. There is a light at the end of the tunnel for many of these individuals, and our support can save a life. So thank you.
Like picture day today. Come back soon. Okay.
Everyone look here, and we'll go 3, 2, 1.
Hold on a minute. We're always doing the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
It was real.
Get him away from me, will you?
All right, look right here. We'll go in 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2.
Next thing you know, we'll have blocks to stand on by
Right.
side. You're not filming that thing?
Yeah, but-
Item number D, public participation. Anyone here today that wants to participate in the public? Seeing none, I'll close public participation. And prior to going to item number E, we have an add-on today. I'm going to ask to modify the agenda here real quick for an add-on that is a Board of Commissioners designation by the board to sign a sub-grant agreement for 2025 OCJS JAG grant program. Do you have a motion to add it to the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved and second. Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Morning, Commissioners. My name is Michael Flores. I'm an assistant prosecuting attorney for the Clermont County. Prosecutor Mark DeColvey could not be here, so he asked me to appear on his behalf and to answer any questions. I can read the recommendation, but I think you've already done that, but I can do that again.
Please go ahead and read it to the record.
What we're asking for is a recommendation to authorize Commissioner Painter as president of the board or another designated individual from the board to sign a sub-grant award agreement for 2025 OCJS JAG grant program. The grant sub-grant award form for the state grant numbers 2022JG A03 V6759 as required by the OCJS JAG grant program for the state of Ohio of the Criminal Justice System Services at 1970 West Broad Street, Columbus, Ohio 43223 is for the purchase of crime intelligence software, digital forensic software, salary and related equipment, and used as set forth in the grant, implemented by the prosecuting attorney in the amounts listed below for the period of July 31 of 2025 through June 30th of 2026, and in compliance with the terms and the conditions set forth therein. It is a grant for $149,431.30. It is 100% funded by the Ohio Office of the Criminal Justice Services. There's no local match required. The total amount is, as I said, $149,431.30, and that is the total project cost. and I'm happy to try to answer any of your questions.
Board, you've heard the reading of the recommendation for the JAG grant. Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve.
I will second.
Been moved and second. Any further conversation or discussion? This has been in front of the board on a couple of occasions. We've had time to really digest it and go through the specifics. We understand that this is going to be used for digital software that can be used for obvious forensic needs when it comes to computers and cell phones, and that this program is actually going to be housed in the sheriff's office. That's what we
That's correct,
understand.
yes.
Okay. Anything else? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.
Have a good day.
And we will move on with our regular agenda. We'll go to item E. Item E is consent agenda. Board, I know you've had the consent agenda early, had an opportunity to review it. Are there any items that need to be withdrawn from the consent agenda or set aside for further discussion?
None.
Hearing none, I'd ask for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes, we will move on to the non-consent agenda. Non-consent agenda starts on page 5. Page 5, item 12. It's a recommendation that the Board of County Commissioners adopt Resolution 134-25 to approve payment to vendors in the total amount of $3,188,494.34 as outlined in the BCC approval invoice report for checks dated September 3rd, 2025, BCC directed prepaid invoice reports, and the procurement card transaction report as presented by the county auditor on 9/2/2025, and further authorizing the county auditor to issue warrants pursuant to and in compliance with section 319.16 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion to pay the bills?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 13.
Morning, Lyle.
Good morning.
Morning, Lyle.
Item 13 is a recommendation to approve the time and place of the 2025 annual meeting of county and township authorities directly involved with the construction and repair of roads and bridges within Clermont County, with said meeting to be held at 6:00 p.m. local time on Thursday, September 18th at the Highway Operations Facility, 4475 State Route 222, Batavia. This is pursuant to and in compliance with Section 5543.06 of the Ohio Revised Code.
Board, you've heard the reading on item number 13. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 14.
Item 14 is a recommendation to adopt resolution number 135-25, resolving to request the State of Ohio Director of Transportation to reduce the speed limit along Glennesee-Withamsville Road. And this is the section from State Route 125 to Clough Pike.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 14. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. Any further conversation? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lyle. Item number 15. Pam, good to see you again.
Pam Haverkos, Clermont County Emergency Management Agency Director. Item number 15 is a recommendation to authorize David L. Painter, President of the Board of County Commissioners, to execute a letter of intent to apply for the State Disaster Relief Program through the Ohio Emergency Management Agency for the provision of disaster relief funds relative to the March, April 2025 severe thunderstorms and flooding event that occurred in Clermont County, and the approximate amount of $20,018.67 with the required 25% local match of $6,672.89 for a total of $26,691.56 in compliance with the terms and conditions outlined in the State of Ohio Disaster Relief Program guidance, and further to designate Pam Haverkos, Director of the Clermont County Emergency Management Agency, as the authorized representative of the Board of County Commissioners as it relates to the disposition of any matters of the referenced disaster relief funds. So really, following the March 30th through April 10th severe storms and Ohio River flooding, we did a comprehensive damage assessment where we worked with all the local community partners to gather all of the emergency response costs, the debris management costs, and the cost to repair or restore improved infrastructure. And we submitted that up to the state. The state reviewed it and determined that as a county, we had approximately $984,631 of eligible expenses. So we were waiting for the state to identify if they would reach the threshold for a federal public assistance grant program, which for the state, they have to exceed $22 million. This disaster across the entire state of Ohio exceeded that $22 million threshold, but some counties did not meet their minimum per capita threshold, so their numbers got thrown out. So ultimately, the state fell short of getting a federal public assistance grant. So at that point, the state has the option to open up the state disaster relief program, which takes the governor's authorization, which just came through on August 13th. And now we're getting the information on how to apply for it. So while the Board of County Commissioners are going to get back recoup 20,000 across the county, we're going to be bringing back close to $1 million in funds to all of the jurisdictions that were impacted, not just those that are along the High River, but other communities that saw extreme wind damage from those earlier events starting on March 30th. So this is a great opportunity for all of our jurisdictions to recoup some of those expenses. The biggest outlay will be for the county engineer who has to repair a bridge. So they're going to get close to $660,000.
Pam, does the solid waste district, will they need to apply?
They apply separately.
They will apply
They
separately
apply
for this, for the
directly,
dumpsters? Okay.
but they are due, based on the preliminary data, they should be applying for $22,182. So 75% would be eligible for reimbursement.
Okay.
25% would have to be consumed by the entity of legal authority.
Thank you.
Was that for BZAC disposal and grinding, or was it for containers, or both?
Mostly for the containers, the dumpsters.
Got it. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 15. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation? Roll call, go.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Item number 16.
Item number 16 is a recommendation to execute the state and local agreement extension between the State of Ohio Department of Public Safety, Ohio Emergency Management Agency, and the Clermont County Emergency Management Agency for the FEMA, or Federal Emergency Management Agency, fiscal year 2023 Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities, commonly referred to as BRIC, grant program funding, previously approved on October 30th of 2024 for $50,000 to be a revised amount of $23,000 with the required local match of $7,666.67 to be provided through in-kind services by community stakeholders for a total program budget amount of $30,666.67 for the 5-year renewal or 5-year review and update of the Clermont County Hazard Mitigation Plan required by FEMA, and with the revised ending date of January 15th of 2027, pursuant to and in compliance with the terms and conditions of agreement. So ultimately, this is just, when we originally applied multiple years ago, we estimated what it would cost to hire a contractor based off of getting a sample of what the eligible contractors were bidding at the time. And we ultimately selected a vendor, the low vendor, who came in significantly lower than what we had applied for. And so they're just updating the grant agreement to be reflective of what we're going to be recouping, as well as they are forwarding out the date to be in compliance with federal guidelines.
Okay.
We've already met our match of the $7,666 by participation by community stakeholders at all of our public events. our next public event will be sometime in October as we launch the draft mitigation plan for a 30-day comment period. So we greatly appreciate everyone's participation in that plan update.
Thank you, Board. You've heard the reading of item number 16. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Thanks, Pam. Item number 17, Water Resources. Chris Rowland. Good to see you.
Good morning again. Chris Rowland of Water Resources, as Commissioner Painter stated. Item 17 is a recommendation to accept the following grant of a permanent water easement with the rights of reentry for repair and replacement granted and conveyed to the county of Clermont County, Ohio by the grantor as outlined below for utility purposes for project number 640160234 for the Chapel Road Water Main Replacement Project located in Batavia Township, and to authorize the county auditor to remit payment as compensation for the permanent easement and right-of-way granted. The grantor is William B. Cusack at 28 Apple Road, and the total easement compensation is $660.13. This is one of the two easements that we need for the project.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 17. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 18.
Item 18 is a recommendation to approve the request to advertise for bids for furnishing and delivery of the chemicals for the Clermont County Water Resources Department pursuant to the specifications, and to authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in the newspaper of general circulation on 9/11/25, scheduling a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on Thursday, 10/2/25 in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East of Main Street, Batavia, Ohio, 45103-2960, where they will be publicly opened and read out loud shortly thereafter. The notice will also be posted on the Clermont County homepage under legal notices at the link there, www.clermontcountyohio.gov.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 18. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
It's been moved and second. Any further conversation? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Item number 19.
Item number 19 is a recommendation to adopt Resolution 135-25 to determine to make improvements for the construction, operation, and maintenance of the old State Route 74 water main replacement from Elmont to Eastgate Boulevard project located in Union Township as outlined in Exhibit A and designated as project number 640160224 in conformance with the detail of the plan specifications, estimate of cost and financing, and approve the request to advertise for bid for the project 640160224 pursuant to the plans and specifications, and authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in a newspaper, a general circulation on Thursday, 9/11/25, scheduling a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on Thursday, 10/16/25 at 2 p.m. with the bids to be received until 2 p.m. their local time on Thursday, 10/30/25 in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, 101 East Main Street, Batavia, 45103, where they will be publicly open and read out loud. The notice will also be posted on the Clermont County home page under legal notices at the following there, link there, www.clermontcountyohio.gov.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 19. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Been moved in second. Anything further? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor. Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Item number 20.
Item number 20 is recommendation adopt resolution 136-25 to determine how to make improvements for the construction, operation, and maintenance of the Water Resources Department maintenance of building expansion and renovation of project located in the village of Batavia as outlined in Exhibit A and designated as a project numbers 64001 and 60238 and 640260238 in conformance with the detailed plans and specifications and estimate of cost and financing, and approve the request to advertise for the bid for the projects with 64001, 60238, and 640260238 pursuant to the plans and specifications, and authorize the clerk of the board to place a legal notice in the newspaper general circulation on Thursday, 9/11/25, scheduling a non-mandatory pre-bid meeting on Thursday, 10/9/25 in the office of the Board of County Commissioners, where they will be publicly open and read out loud. The notice will also be posted on the Clermont County home page. Legal notices at the following. They're linked there, www.clermontcountyohio.gov.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 20. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Been moved in second. Roll call.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Thanks, Chris. You bet. Item number 21. Hey, Desmond, how are you?
Desmond Mayata, Department of Community and Economic Development. This is a recommendation to reappoint an individual to serve on the Metropolitan Housing Authority of Clermont County, CMHA, as outlined. This would be for Brian Pace, 5016 Silver Mine Court, Milford, Ohio, 45150. The new term would be 11/18/25 through 11/17/2030, and this would be Mr. Pace's second full term.
Board, you've heard the reading of item number 21. Do I have a motion for approval?
Make the motion.
I'll second.
Been moved in second. Any further conversation or discussion? Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Thank you. Item number 22. Emily?
Morning, Emily. Morning, Board.
Morning.
Emily Akers, Office Management and Budget. I have a recommendation to resolve to approve and authorize changes in the annual appropriation resolution number 151-24 for calendar year 2025. This is a supplemental appropriation into the Clerk of Municipal Court other expenses for $38,250. I did reach out to the clerk's office, and this is it's for postage needs. And they said there's been an increase in the postage rates and in their mailings, and the certified mailing cost is increasing.
Okay. Board, you've heard the reading of item number 22. Do I have a motion for approval?
I'll make the motion.
I will second.
Been moved in second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. Thank you. That concludes our non-consent agenda. Any additions to the agenda?
No further additions.
Okay, then we will move to letter H. I'm requesting an executive session pursuant to section 121.22, G1 and G2, the Ohio Revised Code, to first, consider the employment, compensation, or dismissal of a public employee or more public employees, and to consider the purchase of property for public purposes, the sale of property at competitive bidding, or the sale of other disposition of unneeded, obsolete, or unfit for use property in accordance with section 505.10 of the Ohio Revised Code. Do I have a motion to go into executive session?
Make the motion.
I'll second.
It's been moved in second. Roll call.
Commissioner Corcoran.
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor.
Yes.
Commissioner Painter.
Yes. We will move into executive session. We will return and conduct further business. Thank you. We have returned from executive session. There were no actions taken and no decisions made. We will move on with our regular agenda. We'll go back to letter G for additions to the agenda. Tom, are there any additions?
Yes, sir. We have a personnel action, Department of Job and Family Services.
Board, you've heard the need for a personnel action. Do I have a motion to add it to the agenda?
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran? Commissioner Painter?
Yes, Sandy Tahad, will you do the honors, please?
I will, thank you. This is a personnel action as stated for the Department of Job and Family Services for Morgan Steele Kinder, Social Service Worker 2, termination probationary removal effective today, September 3rd, 2025.
Board, you've heard the need for a termination probation removal proposal for Morgan Steele Kinder. Do I have a motion?
Make the motion?
I'll second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes. Thank you. Any others?
No, sir.
Okay. We will move on to letter I. Letter I is county staff elected official discussions. Any county staff or elected official discussions today?
I believe our clerk does.
Yes. I have a question regarding an event that is happening October 5th. It's Cincinnati Children's Eastgate Grand Opening, the hospital grand opening, and that is being held at 10 a.m. for a ribbon cutting ceremony. And we have session that day. It's a Wednesday, and I was wondering if you want to change session time for that date,
There's a date on it.
October 15th.
Thank you.
And it's at 10 o'clock. And they're going to be doing tours and things like that. So I
That's
kind of figured you'd wanted to be there. But there is a 2 o'clock port meeting that day. So I'm not sure what we can do, if you'd rather we change session to a different day, or if one is attending the port meeting and the other people could be here, the other commissioners. It's up to you folks.
Do we have a clear day, another day that week? That
I think the Tuesday before we do. Claire, you might have something on your calendar, but I'm going to look real quick.
Let's move it till after the port meeting.
We could do it after the port meeting, if you would like, at 3 o'clock.
I was just say, take a look at Tuesday. 3 o'clock. will put
Where
you
I'm
in a
going
good
right
way.
now. Tuesday looks open, but I do believe, Claire, you have something on your calendar. You know, we can think about it and check the calendars and look and everything. I can't show it on this one.
Oh, you can't.
No, but
Okay.
you know, just keep it in mind and we can discuss it next week and change it if you like. You know, we'll just see what's going on.
Yeah.
You know, it's a possibility the port meeting may not need to happen. You may not need to be there. So I'll discuss with Chris McClintock and we'll see what we can do. I just wanted to plant the
check
seed.
on Tuesday, and if we can move
Okay.
it to then do it.
Okay.
All right. And then we'll decide next week.
Thank you, Gail.
Okay. Thank you.
Nothing further, sir.
Nothing further? Then I will move to letter J. Letter J is board member comments. Board members, any comments today?
No.
A lot of presentations today.
A lot.
It was. A lot of honoring the things that, you know, our county employees and our residents do. So always a good thing to be able to do that. Hearing no other member comments, then I would ask for a motion to adjourn our meeting.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
It's been moved and second. Roll call, Gail.
Commissioner Batchelor?
Yes.
Commissioner Corcoran?
Yes.
Commissioner Painter?
Yes, thank you for being in attendance today on September the 3rd, 2025. We are glad that you tuned in or that you were actually in attendance this morning. We will see you next week. Thank you.